Welcome back to the On the Money YouTube channel, powered by Allied Wealth. I'm your host, Ryan Wheless. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like the content we're putting out, give us a like down below and also hit the subscribe button, and we'll keep updating you. We put out more content just like this. So in today's video, we're going to spend some time talking about a pretty hot topic, and it's determining at what age I can retire. And a lot of people kind of equate that with, have I saved enough to retire? And have I done that at certain, 59 and a half or age 60 or whatever it is? And which leads me to a very good point that we need to discuss, and that is to discuss a few ages that are important when it comes to retirement. So let's start with this. Age 55. When you turn 55, if you were to leave your job and retire, there's a provision in the 401k laws that allow you to take money and distributions out of your 401k account for income purposes and other purposes and avoid a 10% early withdrawal penalty. So you would still pay tax on the distribution, but you would pay no 10% early. You would not pay a 10% early withdrawal penalty, which is pretty cool because if you've done well enough and you can retire at age 55, you do have the ability to access your 401k plan without paying penalties. But the moment you roll that money out of that 401k plan over to an IRA, you lose the benefits of that rule. So make sure you understand that if you are trying to retire at 55, and you don't want to use your 401k plan, that's fine. Make sure you have other dollars outside of IRAs and 401ks to fund the first 5 years of retirement, which brings me to the next age. The next age is 59.5. At age 59 and a half, you can now withdraw income from your retirement accounts and avoid the 10% early withdrawal penalty. So what happens is at 59 and a half, you kind of unlock your money, so to speak. So if you rolled a lump sum pension over to an IRA, you could access that money without paying a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Or if you rolled your 401k over to an IRA, you can also access those dollars without paying a 10% early withdrawal penalty. All right. Another one to think about too is that with pensions. So a lot of times, if you have pension income, the pension income won't let you access the pension until age 59.5. Some are age 60. I have seen some at age 62 and some at age 65. A lot of pension plans out there operate uniquely different, so you should consult your individual pension plan, and you can look at your statement and call the pension provider, and they'll give you a lot of good information. You can also go to their website and probably do some calculations as well as to when you can actually take your pension. Now, a lot of people do roll their pension lump sum over to an IRA, and again, it's important to be past 59.5 years of age in that case, because if you aren't and you take a distribution, you will pay a 10% early withdrawal penalty plus a tax on the distribution. And folks, we didn't work as hard as we did to save the kind of money that we did to finance our lifestyle retirement and be paying 10% early withdrawal penalties. So we want to avoid those at all costs. What other ages do we think about? Well, the other ages we should think about are the Social Security ages, right? At 62, you can file for early Social Security benefits, and it's a reduced amount. At 66 or 67, you can file for full retirement age benefits, all right? And keep in mind, your benefits grow by about 8% each year you defer the filing for those benefits. And lastly, at age 70 is late retirement age, and you get even more benefits. So it's important to understand those ages when you're thinking about what age you can retire, because the amount of Social Security income you get can have a major impact on the longevity of your money and how much the load, so to speak, how much of a load does your portfolio have to carry throughout your golden years. Because the load your portfolio has to carry is offset by the amount of Social Security income that you have. All right. Another one that you want to think about is healthcare. You cannot retire without a good healthcare plan. And healthcare starts for retirees in most cases at age 65 when you can go on to Medicare. Now, I'm not saying you can't retire before age 65. Plenty of people do, but you do get to Medicare age at age 65. And at age 65, you now have health care coverage from the government that you paid for your working career. So those are some important ages to consider. So we'll kind of recap them. Age 55, you can take money out of your 401k plan without a 10% early withdrawal penalty for retirement purposes. At age 59.5, you can now take money out of your IRAs without any 10% early withdrawal penalty. You still have to pay the tax on your distributions, though, but you don't pay the 10% early withdrawal penalty, which is nice. And pensions are the same way. 59.5, you can access your pension money, but your plan, again, may dictate the various ages that you can take the pension money out or start pension payments. Social Security ages, one more time, 62, 67, and 70, and also Medicare age 65. Now, of course, we also want to know, Ryan, how much money do I need to retire? What age can I retire? And largely that depends upon, what age are you when you accumulate enough money to finance your lifestyle. And the way you think about that is this. If you need $80,000 a year in income for retirement, and you claim Social Security at 67, and you get $40,000 a year from Social Security, all right, well, that means you're out of your $80,000 a year in income, $40,000 is met by Social Security, and you have a $40,000 income gap. Well, you want to fill that income gap with a retirement savings portfolio. So if you need $40,000 a year in income, well, you need $800,000 times a 5% distribution rate would equal your $40,000 a year in income. So if you want to kind of figure that out, you look at, okay, hey, how much, I want $40,000 a year coming in, how much money do I need in a lump sum to produce that income? You divide $40,000 by 0.05, and that gives you $800,000, and that's the amount of money that you would need to retire. So if you needed that $80,000, when do you get there? How old are you when you get there? There's plenty of ways to calculate based on your savings rate when you will get there, and that varies based upon the various savings rate people are using and doing, and 401k contributions and saving outside of 401ks. A lot of variables there, all right? Another thing to think about too is, when it's time to retire, I want you to consider a couple of things. You're working with finite resources, and number one is your health. Your health is the most valuable thing you have when you retire. We say health is wealth at Allied Wealth. Your time is the second most valuable thing, and last is your money. And if you're working to save more money, ultimately what you're doing is sacrificing time and health, all right? So keep that in mind as you think about what age you should consider retiring. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm Ryan Wheless, host of the On the Money YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.